Good luck.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lat Mackey, and this is Sequence Break, a look at speedrunning, game development, content creation, and everything in between. Hello again. Long time no see. It's been a minute. I don't know if anybody is actually still listening or what. Well, we're going to find out. If you're actually listening to this, thank you so much. Or if you're actually watching this, thanks for saying subscribe to the feed. And yeah, it hasn't gone completely dark. It did for a while. Not going to lie. August of 2023 was the last post. So it's been a good 5 months, at least, since the last posting. And I wish I had this like elaborate story where I could tell you I've been jet setting around the world and doing all these wild and crazy things. No, I got a new job, and that's where I've been. I wish there was like, honestly, some better backstory, but I got a new job that I'm really enjoying. I'm still teaching, and I've wanted to dedicate and devote my time to that. And so content creation has taken a backseat for a minute. But neat. Hey, you know what? I still love doing this. I still want to do this. And that is why we are starting this whole thing up again. So what's it going to look like? What's going on? What is this whole thing moving forward? Well, there's still going to be a podcast feed, and the episodes just I'm looking to do one a month. And the whole idea for the podcast moving forward is to be the research or the additional conversations that go into videos that I'm working on, hopefully going to release once a month. They may take longer. But for example, this podcast episode you're about to see next come up in the feed, it's all about the influences and kind of the cultural impact of Mortal Kombat. And I got a chance to sit down with Rudy Ruiz, who is the host of the Drinks and a Movie podcast. And a lot of the research that I did for the video came from conversations from this podcast, and I'm from this podcast episode. This episode was recorded a while ago. I think it was back in August when we actually recorded this. So just letting you know, it's a little bit, thankfully the info is, you actually, there's some absolutely wrong data in there. There was a thing we should have had up on the screen when we were talking about, but it provides a really healthy dose of context and helps me out. These videos, I would like to produce a video. I had a really great time researching this video, and I learned how to do research a bit better. There is nothing in the video that I didn't verify with at least 2 sources, and I'd like that to be the thing going forward. So, for example, the next video and the next podcast conversation is going to be about a speedrun, Shinobi 3. And I want to make sure I get the data and the facts and as much as we can, get the information proper and correct in the video. And then the podcast will be a great place where I'd like to interview at least one, maybe more people that will be in the podcast episode that also goes along with the video that you see. So that's the idea. We'll see if it actually happens. You know, there's 8,000 ideas going up in this brain sometimes, and a lot of them don't pan out. But that's my hope for this. I'm still going to be doing some of the shorter episodes, IL episodes, when I have time to edit them. At this point, you know, I've had conversations with almost 90 different people, and I think there's some cool stuff that's still in there. A lot of it gets outdated pretty quick, but maybe it might provide some context and some things like that. I have got literally a spreadsheet here. It's not a spreadsheet, it's a Google Doc with 20 different ideas of videos I want to go. So I know at least there's 20 episodes I want to produce. And will I actually get to them? I don't know. You know, it's a little bit challenging to make time for it, but I'm hoping to do one of these a month. So what is all this about? Well, first of all, thanks for actually still being here, and thanks for still listening. I love doing this. I still find speedrunning endlessly fascinating. I think the community is continuing to evolve and change and be different things. And so I think that's a fascinating thing to examine as well, and to find, speedrunners new and old. You know me, I love digging into the history and speaking with speedrunners who, you know, were doing this before nobody else was or when nobody else was. And then I'm also fascinated by what speedrunning is doing now. And I got to tell you, every week that goes by, or every month that goes by, I hear speedrunning be something that is a term people actually know. Even just like 5 years ago, I wouldn't say that was something I experienced very often. And now the high school kids I teach, I'm going to speed run this, this assignment. I'm going to speed run this game I'm going to play on my computer instead of doing my homework. It's just kind of impressive to see how it has it has evolved and it has changed. And there were a lot of people who were doing it long before I ever even saw my first speed run back in, I don't know, 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. And so I think there's so many interesting topics to attack and to do. And I got to tell you, if you're on YouTube at all, there is no better time right now for content related to speed running and things that I'm interested in, stuff like that. So here's hoping to add more to that community, that this is thing we call speedrunning in our little gaming community. So all that being said, hopefully you're gonna exit out of this or close this episode off, and the Mortal Kombat episode is ready to go. Hope this is not the last one. We're not going to have a 5-month break. The goal is to go a month, maybe at the beginning of each month to release one of these. So I hope you enjoy what comes next. Thanks for being here. I hope this is the start of a new conversation, if you will, or maybe just the next step in a conversation. Who the hell knows? Now I'm just saying words to say words to apparently make this episode longer. So there you go. Let's get done with this. Let's move on to Mortal Kombat. It's great to see everyone. I'm back. Enjoy. Hope to see you soon.